baby. Raising hell today, okay?
Bring the juice today, brother. Let's get it.
You're going to be standing right next to me, man?
Let's go.
That's what we do now. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's do a thing now. Take off, kid. Take off, kid.
Run.
Far side of the chin. Step on to the line. Head for the end zone.
What a play. What a play.
What's up, Internet? Welcome to us failing.
Derrick Henry was on my team, so I'm going to go Texans, I guess.
Yeah, he's on Tennessee, though.
Oh.
You tried. You went for it. I appreciate it. This is Up the Gut. Live.
100%. So I says the guy says rectum. I barely even know him.
That sounds a little rough.
Oh, hey! Welcome to another episode of Up the Gut. I am your host, Matthew F. Ehlers, and with me, as always, is my co-host and Bill's Mafia Don, Patrick Kimmel, a.k.a.
I'm here. What's up? How you doing?
I'll tell you what's up.
Welcome to the show.
Not the Patriots.
Oh, no, they're not.
That's right. We got through Super Wild Card Weekend, and
It was super.
it was. I mean, the two extra games kind of made different. We had a whole extra day of it because we had our first Monday playoff game. That's
been a rough day. That's a heavy pour.
it's a lot of liquor in your little glass there.
Apparently, I'm drinking heavy tonight.
It's a celebration because
I already did the celebration.
wow, what y'all did in New England.
I know.
Wow, what y'all did in New
We'll
England.
get into the perfect game. We'll get into all that. Welcome to Up the Gut Live, guys. We're back. We're still doing this.
Yeah,
Day, 732?
something like
We're
that.
at
We haven't
this.
missed a week.
Whew.
There's a couple of times where we didn't do it on Wednesday, but we haven't missed a week.
Yep. There's sometimes real life gets in the way, but you know what? We're here for you. And Matt, he said, "Hey, man, do you want to move this to tomorrow?" I said, "No."
Yeah, he was working. You just got home like 15
I
minutes
walked to
ago.
the door, set up the computer, and went live.
Yeah.
So, but I wouldn't do that because you guys have an expectation
That's
of
right.
seeing us today. All
7
one and a
days.
half of you.
No, I keep rounding up.
I round up as much as you want. There's one person watching. So there's about 15 of you guys.
That's right.
Thank you. But anyway, so before we get into what was to some people a horrible weekend, to other people
A
it was
great
good weekend. And
To quite a few people, it's kind of me
to a
weekend.
lot of fans, it was there was football
Yeah,
because their teams aren't there, so they're angry at us.
they hate us because they ain't us.
All right. So what do we got to get into first?
We got to start like we always do. Let's take care of some business.
And now a word from our sponsors.
The bourbon today, Evan Williams Bottled and Bond, because it doesn't always have to be expensive.
That's right.
Cheap bourbon's good bourbon too.
And I got the shaker cup. Y'all know what that means. It's our partner, Ma. They believe in us enough that they gave us a link to give to you. So when you order Ma, it helps us out because we are helping them out. And they are eventually, monetarily, going to help us out. How much have we made off Ma so far?
I don't think we made any since that first $4. So.
Heck yeah, $4 in a year. Well, no, we haven't been a partner for a year yet.
No. It hasn't been that long. We'll start doing our infomercials eventually.
Yeah.
As soon as everything slows down a little bit and we can get into invest a little more time in this, you guys, you won't have to hear us say the same thing over and over again. We'll at least try to make it entertaining.
Yeah. But I gotta keep saying the same thing because I mean it. It's a good energy boost, but it's not gonna kill you. All the flavor, I think all the flavors are delicious. So it's not a bad one. And their first tub, the tub itself is 100% free on the first go. All you got pay shipping. Click the link, try it out, and if you like it, the next time you go shopping, just tell them that we sent you.
Yeah,
Use the link.
it's in the description of every video.
Why wouldn't you trust us? Look at us. Look at these faces. How do you not trust these faces? I drink it every week in front of you, even though it's 6:30 p.m. I'm still sipping on it because it's that good, and I believe in it. And I want you guys to get behind this. It's amazing.
Well, I've been taking mine before the gym, almost as a pre-workout.
Yep.
I think that's what they call that, right?
That's when I took mine yesterday. It was before we got in the gym.
Yep. So
That's right. I'm going to the gym.
I get the energy there, and then this morning I knew I had a lot of driving, so I'd had it this morning.
Yeah.
I'm still ready to go, even after like 19 hours of driving today.
I missed my mouth.
All right. Well, Ma, the tag points, it's cheaper than your energy drinks.
Better
It's more
than your energy
effective than
drinks.
your energy drinks, and we like it.
And the first sub is free.
Yeah.
What other energy drink gives you the first whole case of it for free, basically?
Yeah,
you-
Brown Cow ain't doing that.
You're not going to get 30 servings of Red Bull for free.
Hey, let's not talk about them. They'll get mad at us.
I'm just saying.
Maybe they'll give us stuff for free.
I don't know. It's Red Bull. They're
Ooh. I don't know who y'all is, but he looking good.
who?
Y'all look good. I don't know who y'all is, but he's looking good. We look good?
We all.
Nice. You know who else looked good? The Niners.
They did. That the defense, though. Well, I tell you what.
Well,
We'll get into that in a bit. But yes, Ma. Evan Williams for us this week, but for him this week. I don't drink bourbon yet. But, you know, if you got any bourbon in your house, just sip a little and hang out with us. And that is business.
that is business. We don't ever do the outro.
That's right.
Business. We don't stinger business out.
Nope.
Just stinger business in.
But now we're going to get into it a little bit. Walk our weekends over, and I liked it overall. Granted, there was quite a few blowout games,
Yeah,
but that didn't bother me.
No, because I mean it was still good. I mean, you had. I mean, are we going into it? We're just going into it.
Yeah, we should go into games.
We'll just go into it. You had the Buffalo Bills, who literally had the perfect offensive game.
Yeah.
Josh Allen threw a touchdown pass, but it was a 2-yard touchdown pass, and it actually lowered his QBR
Because there's only 2 yards.
because it's only 2 yards. But they went 7 for 7
Yeah.
touchdowns every time they touched the ball. No turnovers, no
They
field goals,
missed
no
2
punts.
extra points.
Yeah, one was blocked,
One
one
was
was missed, but clearly didn't matter. But no field goals,
Nope. No punts.
no punts,
No turnovers.
no turnovers,
No fourth downs.
Perfect game.
Mm-mm.
And then you have the Chiefs, who started off a little slow, but then had 6 straight touchdown
start off
drives.
very slow.
And it was 6 straight touchdown drives.
But
Which,
that's what the Chiefs MO, because that's what they did when they won the Super Bowl. They started off slow.
no, yeah, at least they're not doing that. They didn't just start off slow there. They let everybody start off fast.
Yeah.
And then it was play catch up.
That's what they do. That's what the Chiefs do. I think they kind of do it on purpose. I feel like they must. They're like, the first half we're just going to feel them out, in the second half we're just going to stop playing. We're going to get serious.
Okay, so I said a couple of things about how magical it was.
Yeah.
There was only one wild card team that made it through.
That's right, San
And
Francisco.
the Niners.
Yep.
They played a good game. It wasn't anything amazing on the offense, but it was enough.
The running was amazing on the offense.
Jimmy G made some throws, and even Matt's like, "Oh, look at that! He just dropped right in there."
He
And
did.
I'm like, "You hate Jimmy G. You need to give him more
But
credit."
they ran for almost. I don't hate Jimmy G.
You
I just
do.
don't. I don't hate him. It's
No,
just
you
that
do.
I don't trust him.
No, you hate him.
I don't hate him.
Anyway, so let's get into the games. What do we start off with? The Vegas
and
the
actually,
Bengals.
before we get deep into the picks and the scheduling, we do got a little bit of news to go through.
Oh, that's why I asked if you want to get into it. We're so deep into it now. We have to do the news next. You already messed it all up.
I did.
So we're already into the games.
But yeah, we start with the Raiders game, and it was actually kind of lower scored than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, and the Bengals started off pretty fast, and the Raiders did their usual. Let's play from behind, catch up, and they almost did. And
So
a lot of
close.
people really getting after Carr for throwing that last interception. But hey, this was a 4th down, no time left. He had to throw the ball at somebody, and apparently everybody was either covered or not in the end zone. So he took his best shot and threw the pick. So don't put it on just him. If he would have had an open receiver, he had the time, he would have hit them. It's not like Carr's been a bad quarterback this year.
No.
So
not
I
bad.
think that he had the opportunity. He just was. If he had the opportunity, he would have made it. And he didn't. But the Bengals look good.
Do the Raiders trade him after all this, though?
If they do, they're stupid. But you know what? With all the coaching changes that's been going on, new GM, maybe someone wants to start fresh. He's not a young guy.
Or if he's going for agency, do you think they try to?
I
give him
think he
money?
would like to try somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because he's put up with a lot with the Raiders. I mean, through his own injuries,
Yeah.
through regime changes,
two broken legs.
he's had to deal with a lot, and they talked about getting rid of him this year with Gruden and running with Mariota. They've talked about Gruden drafting somebody.
No, Mariota.
So he's put up with some stuff. So if I was him, I'd probably want to be elsewhere. But he looks like he might try to go Raiders for life. Like he seems the type.
I mean, he's kind of a fit there. He's got the eyeshadow for it.
Yeah, no kidding. He always looks so emo.
Yeah, we start off with that one. That one was probably the closest game of the weekend. And then we had the Bills Patriots game right for that for Saturday night,
which we kind of hit that one. There was not a whole lot to say. Patriots
didn't
talked a lot of smack.
Talked so big.
But MC Stupid Face is still a rookie. He's not there, and Micah Hyde does amazing interceptions. And after an interception like that, I would question every throw if I was MC Stupid Face.
Yep.
The number 2 defense, which is something we'll probably talk about later whenever all the Chiefs fans tell me the Chiefs are going to whoop up on the Bills this week, and they're not the same team that we played right here.
Yep.
When we beat you guys by 18 points, that's fine. But we just put up 47 points in a perfect offensive game against the number dose defense in the league.
So the question is, though, did you guys use up all your magic for this one? Just because you really had to put on, because it's the Patriots.
It didn't ever
so
look
really
hard, though, did it? It didn't look like they were, it just looked like they were playing a game. It just clicked. And I think that rather than being the magic or them just going and overperforming, I think we just saw what they are and what everybody's been saying all year is Buffalo Bills have the ability to be the best team you ever seen play. They just haven't been putting it together. Because how many times did we win by 20 points? And I said, wow, we didn't look good.
Yeah.
Well, now we look good and we won by 30 points. And this is what the Bills team can be. Are we going to, beat the Chiefs by 40 points? Probably not. They have a lot better quarterback, a lot more experience in the playoffs.
Are you going to hold the Chiefs to 17?
It's possible. We are missing Trey White, which we'll get into that whenever we make our picks. But we did play a good game, and we did play a great defense and a great run game, and they just did everything they had to do. I couldn't ask any more from my team.
Yeah.
Then we had who'd we have?
We had the Eagles and Bucks, and I didn't even watch that.
I slept through a lot of that one.
It's not because Tom Brady. That was my yuckiest day with this cold.
I bet we both could come up with something, the same something right now without planning to say what we would have changed about that game. 1, 2, 3. Start Gardner Minshew.
Yep.
Even if you don't start him, you should have put him in a long time ago because Hurts was not playing well.
Yeah.
He was not clicking. He was not hitting receivers. He was overthrowing receivers. And maybe not let Rieger ever touch the ball. Is that right, Rieger?
I think so.
The wide receiver, because I don't care where he was on the field. He was either muffing a punt or fair catching on the 2, or that guy he got one good one there at the end where he had a good return. But the rest of the time, he was just making every wrong decision in the book. So
if I'm your special teams coach, you fair catch a ball on the 2, I'm cutting you right there. I'm not even waiting till the game is over.
Oh, and the Bucks, they look good. They look fine. They didn't look amazing.
Yeah.
But again, I think Philly's game plan was what they've done all year. And I think I might have said this when we picked. Philly's game plan was run the ball.
Yeah.
What's the one team you really shouldn't even try to run the ball on?
Tampa.
Yeah. Tampa's front. 4 will stop you on the run every time with Vita Vea in the middle. I mean, why even try? At that point, you should have done clever screens. You should have done short passes, slants.
I mean, don't abandon the run, but don't
lean
on it.
At that point, you need to basically abandon it. Maybe
if
draws.
If you're down 20 later in the game,
not even down. Just after the first quarter, and you've had as little production as they did, just like, listen, this isn't working. So let's use a short pass game as the run game now, because they're going to be getting up on you. Do quick passes. You got the fast enough guys to do that, and get Devontae Smith in there a lot quicker than what you did.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you're overthrowing him, you're trying to get involved. You're good enough. But everybody saw that one coming. I mean, Philly, we didn't expect you to make the playoffs, so you did good.
Yeah. Now, do they cut Minshew because he's the backup?
I wouldn't, but I'm sure there'll be teams chomping at the bit to get him.
Yeah.
He's shown enough. I think him and Trubisky will get starting jobs. I think Darnold's going to have to sit behind someone after this year. I think.
Also, which game was it that was on Nickelodeon that we were trying to watch? Was it the?
I don't know who played this week. Come on, man. It wasn't the Bills.
No, it wasn't you guys. It was the.
It wasn't Arizona. It was the Dallas game.
Yeah, because they're the game on Monday, the mid game on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the MVP award that Nickelodeon does, I think
They gave that to Dak, didn't they?
I think that might be a curse because they gave that to Trubisky after they got walloped in the playoffs.
I don't understand why. I don't know the
voting. It's kids.
Well, that's weird.
Kids love, and the kids love Dak Prescott.
Why?
Because I'm
Well,
guessing
Rain
there's a lot of
Dakota.
because I'm guessing a lot of them were Dallas fans,
That's
and
horrible.
they're dumb
Bad
because
parenting.
they're kids.
Anyway, that's mean. My
It's
kids aren't dumb. They were for good.
it's the
teams.
only kids. It's the only player they knew probably in that whole game.
I don't know. I mean, they saw Joey Bosa. No, they know. Or is it Nick Bosa? Which Bosa do they have?
They have Nick. Joey's the one in for the Chargers.
They're the same Bosa. It doesn't matter. Anyway,
I think Nick's better.
I don't know. I'd have to really watch them. I think they're pretty equivalent, to be honest. They're both pretty dominant at what they do.
I think you get more production out of Nick, but Nick also plays on a better defense. The Niners defense is nasty when they're healthy. And now they're actually pretty much at full strength on the defensive side of the ball. And they look good.
Well, they were.
And they look good against Dallas.
I think Bosa is he still out?
I don't know if he's still out.
They'll need him.
Yeah.
They got to have
Bosa, but Eric Armstead's still nasty. That whole linebacking core is still really good. And their run blocking is still pristine. It doesn't matter who the Niners have in the backfield, whether it's Debo, whether it's Mostert, whether it's some other running back you didn't hear of before the playoffs. Behind that run blocking, I could run for 100 yards in a game. Not 200, 300, because I get tired. But I can run for 100 yards and 5 yards of carry behind that run blocking. That's how good it is. You see all the guards, like on a pull play, come out and hit it perfectly. You see them all go up to the next level to block the linebackers.
They are really good.
They're so good because that must be almost all they practice. That's why Jimmy G doesn't have to throw as many passes as a lot of these quarterbacks do when they do win. It's so good. I hate playing against the Niners, especially because our defense doesn't like to stop the run. But I love watching how they run block. It's so good.
Well, it helps having the best blocking tight end too.
Yes,
The guy likes
it
to get
does.
in there and get dirty.
A tight end that likes to block, not just
Yeah.
that he's good. He loves it.
Yeah, he likes to get in there and get some hits
But
in.
all six of them, the 5 linemen and tight end and Kittle at tight end, it's a work of art. Yep. I'm really scared of it. I'm so scared to play against it again.
Well, luckily you guys have the best team in the NFC, so that if you're gonna have to play against a good defense, it's nice to have Aaron Rodgers and
It does, but if we can't stop the run game again, it's gonna be just like 2 years ago.
Quadceratops.
Yeah, that's true. Our run game has gotten better since then, but it's still gonna be rough. They're so good at run blocking. It's hard, even if you know they're running. It's hard to stop them from getting at least 4 or 5 yards of carry.
Yeah.
But if we can stop it and make it a passing game, Green Bay can beat the Niners if it comes down to just Rodgers versus Jimmy G.
Yeah. Well, but that's not what it's going to come down to. Because
No.
the quarterbacks don't play each other; they play the.
But I
defenses.
mean, if we can somehow eliminate the Niners run game, which is a tall order.
No, I think you will. The tough part's going to be Debo and how they use him with everything.
Yeah,
With the jet sweeps, with the running, with the
I'll say this,
passes, deep passes.
it can't be worse than last time because last time they ran for almost 300 yards on us. It can't get much
Yeah,
worse.
but then they had the golden arm of the
No, that was still Jimmy Garoppolo.
the last time.
That was just 2 years ago.
Oh, I thought you guys. made
And Jimmy
the
Garoppolo
playoffs.
only threw 8 passes.
Oh well.
No, yeah,
Anyway.
because Raheem Mostert ran for over 200 yards on us. As a team, they ran for almost 3.
That is what I like about that coaching is, they're not one that they're going to try to push something. If something's working, they roll with it.
Yes, and that's what every coach should strive for.
All right, we got to hit one more game.
We got a couple more games, 2 more games.
Do we?
We do because we got the
Oh, we got Chiefs. We didn't talk about. Okay.
the Chiefs Steelers game. But honestly, unless you're like a diehard Steelers fan, we all knew. The
I think
Chiefs were
even
gonna
if
win.
you are, you knew what was going to happen. Now it started off like we thought, a little slow. Obviously, the only touchdown they really legitimately got was a defensive touchdown. TJ Watt's a
Yeah.
beast. But once they kind of got the flow, Kansas City started moving. Travis Kelce threw a touchdown pass. They look great.
Yeah.
We will talk more about them in my Flip and Flip That Guy. So I don't
Oh.
want to spoil anything. But Kansas City looked great. They're obviously one of the best teams in the AFC. We're not even going to pretend that.
Yeah.
Because there will be some talking later, and we're going to have comments. That's one of the reasons I want to shoot through the game. So then we'll start interacting after we've done our run through, because we've got 7 comments on deck. So
Nice.
but Kansas City looked good.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh looked like what we thought they were.
Yeah.
Good defensive players with
They
no
look
offensive
like a team that
production.
limped into the playoffs.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, like 75% of Big Ben's throws are behind the line of scrimmage. So
Yeah.
uh
And then we ended with Arizona at the Rams, and that did not go
so just
the way
really
I thought
funny
it would. Oh yeah.
Matt and I are also doing this ESPN playoff pick'em thing with
Yep.
with the group here in the neighborhood, and
And if you watched our episode this last week, you know that he picked Arizona.
I picked
and
with
I
my
picked the
heart.
Rams.
I picked with what I wanted. I didn't think it was going to happen, but I really wanted it to.
But then
But then when we get on the pick'em, I picked the Rams and he picked Arizona. Don't know why. We swapped.
Yep.
So
And
so that was
that really hurt me in the picking too. I picked him on here. Why did I not pick? Because this happened first. This was first, and then we did that. Because I think you sent me that thing on like Thursday. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I would get why yours changed.
well, I thought the Rams were going to win anyway, and this one is for
Exactly.
bragging rights with more people. So I'm like, I'm not
Exactly.
going to pick with the heart there.
Like I said, so I get your switch. I don't know why I switched.
I don't know either.
I knew.
But Arizona
I
without
knew-
Hopkins,
Yeah, I knew D Hop wasn't going to be there. That didn't change.
without him,
I knew
though,
that
it's,
the Rams defense got better when they signed Eric Weddle.
Yeah, it did.
What? Why? Why did my brain do this to me?
I don't know, but Arizona without D Hop is tough. But they just didn't come to play,
No,
and that's unfortunate. But you know,
that offensive line let Murray down. They let him down bad because a lot of his throws
Yes.
were under duress.
but, I mean, they were going against Von Miller and Aaron Donald,
They were,
and they were both playing lights out.
and this might have been Von Miller's best game as a Ram. Von Miller was getting after not just the quarterback, but he's getting out there on some screen passes. This is the best I've seen him in a Rams uniform.
All right, are you good?
Yeah, I think we covered everything. Just real quick recap. Because it's the playoffs, we started a new thing, so it's not adding on to our regular season total.
It's just the playoffs. It's fresh. This is preseason for us too.
I am currently leading at 5-1.
Oh my gosh!
He's at 4-2. And Dylan did pick with us last week, and Dylan went 3-3. Dylan picked the Steelers.
Well, he tried.
Yeah.
And then one thing I did want to say, in the Cincinnati Vegas game, whenever the whistle was blown erroneously,
the errant whistle.
rules are rules, but I'm glad they did the right thing, because that whistle and the catch were almost simultaneous. It did not change the effect of the play. All it did was made sure, they got the right call. It was a touchdown. He wasn't out of bounds when he threw it. Had they done anything else, I would have been livid, because that's just bad on them. So the refs did what was right on there, even though the guy with the whistle needs to calm the F down.
What I'm hoping is
Calm down.
What I'm hoping is that incident will let them look during the offseason and make that a reviewable play.
Yes. Now, the other ref part is in the Dallas game. At the very end, I will say, one, QB draw, I understand it, but when you have no timeouts, that was a dumb play. That makes me think Mike McCarthy and or Kellen Moore needs to just a little tap in the face. Not anything that hurts them, just like the Italians do when they're mocking you, like, oh yeah, you're such a good boy. Shut up. No, you wouldn't have done that. Anyway,
Dude, Romo wouldn't have done that.
yeah, so not the best play call. They probably wouldn't have won the game anyway.
But
Whenever he started running that ball, all those refs should have been running too,
One
because
of
they
them
know they know what's happening there. You don't just like watch the play and like, oh, I'll run now. All the offensive line, which were on the ground, some of them are 300 some odd pound men. They were all up, back, and lined up before that ref could get there. Dak, who was being all willy-nilly, also was back there. He could have got there in time for them to spike it. 100%. He messed up on that. And then Dak's comment about throwing trash at refs. I don't.
look, as much as
I
we hate
don't
them,
wish hate on anybody. I don't wish
throw garbage at
I don't
people.
wish pain on anybody.
Yeah, they're people.
But the refs need to be held accountable, and they need to understand that The players are frustrated with them. The coaches, the fans,
Yeah.
they run around untouchable for whatever reason. The refs are just infallible.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. If you say anything bad, you get fined. If you yell at them during the game, you get flagged. Like, no, you guys are people too, and you suck at what you do. This year has proven that time and time again.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're getting to, unless you have something to add to that.
Just real quick, just in the future, any other future quarterback or football player who watched the Dallas 49ers game, if you are in that kind of pinch where you need to clock the ball really quick, after you run your play and you're the player at the ball, just throw it to the closest ref. Don't give it to your center.
They were trying to get it there, which I did see something funny later. They're lined like 2 yards past where they're supposed to be. They didn't even line up right, which is funny. But that's that ref's fault. He should have been there.
I mean,
a long time before that.
To be fair,
those
refs are significantly older than those players. They don't run near as fast.
You think Hockey would ever let that happen?
Oh, people wait for Hockey.
He would have bench pressed that center out of his way.
Hockey was a freak, but
anyway,
most of these refs are elderly and not in NFL shape.
All right, before we get into news, we're gonna hit your comments because we're getting interactions and we like it.
Yeah,
so we're gonna start with Heather, who says the Bills never run out of magic. She is 100% correct.
You didn't watch the Jacksonville game.
Well, that wasn't run out of magic. That was run out of offensive linemen.
That'll take away the magic.
That doesn't take away the magic. Because Josh Allen was still doing some magical things. He just had to do it in 0.2 seconds.
I see Green Bay lose their magic because no offensive linemen.
Mike H says, I've been saying it for weeks, Buffalo and Cincinnati in the AFC Championship game. I honestly think that is a huge possibility.
Yeah.
I want to see it because when's the last time you actually watched a good Buffalo-Cincinnati game?
When's the last time you saw Cincinnati in the AFC Championship game?
Yeah, but it would also be in Buffalo.
It would. Yes, it would.
So that'd be awesome.
That'd
I like
be big.
it. And then D-Hammer, hard to trust Jimmy. He played a back second half, missed an open Brandon Ayuk on the 3rd and 11. We've gone for a first and overthrew an open Trent Sherford on 2nd and long, short pass, 6 yards. Yeah, I mean, he's not perfect, and I can't tell you.
The check down like that is just more just playing with what the defense gave you. They took away your deep ball.
Yeah, and I can't tell you, I know Jimmy G's not Josh Allen. He's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not Aaron Rodgers. But he is not as bad as what a lot of people make him.
He's not. He's mid-tier.
Yeah, it's slightly, but he's Tom Brady without the great team around him.
Yeah, well, he was Tom Brady's backup for 3 years.
Yeah, I mean he is Tom Brady, younger Tom Brady, and older Mac Jones.
Prettier Tom Brady.
He's probably better than Mac Jones. I don't think Mac Jones.
The Jimmy G jawline.
He is a good-looking dude,
legendary.
and I forgot how dark he was. Like I haven't really looked at him in a while.
Italian.
He's like no Nochi, but anyway. And then that fourth quarter interception, man. It's almost like you can trust Jimmy to do shit that'll keep it shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Philip Rivers is watching. I'm ready for good Jimmy. Hey, if Jimmy throws it together and plays a perfect game behind a really good complementary run game with a solid defense, I mean, they got a shot against a great Packers team.
Right. All I'm saying is you can't put the game on Jimmy's shoulders.
I mean, I'm 100% going to pick the Packers, but it's not like I don't have to think twice about it.
Well, no, absolutely not.
It's not as easy as some of the games we've had to pick.
It's not. That's what I've been saying. You can't put the whole game on Jimmy's shoulders just maybe to carry you. But if you can support him, he can be your guy.
And then Mike H. also says 49ers will not stop Green Bay. I agree, but it's not a slam dunk.
That pass rush is no joke.
The only reason I'm really comfortable in it is it's not the NFC Championship game. Otherwise, and then you need a touchdown, and the Cowgirls choked through a pass down the middle of the field. I don't know why. No, it was actually a run.
It wasn't even a throw. It wasn't even that he was waiting either. Like that was a design run.
Yeah, no, he knew what he was doing. He knew that middle of the field to be open. I understand the call.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because the Niners like literally took the sideline, took the deep, and gave you the middle. That's all you could work with. Before that game, I'd never seen defense line up like that before.
Yeah, all because they can't let you get to the edges. Yeah. So literally, they just went.
Yeah, they just went. Like here's the offensive line for Dallas. There
three
were
of them, right?
Yeah, there were defenders here, and here on the sideline, and then the other 5 guys back here, and they just left this big block in the center open and said, "That's what you get."
Yep, and it worked.
Yep. Well, 100%.
Might not have worked if it hadn't been for the refs, though.
That was good coaching.
Now, again, field goal wouldn't have got you there.
Nope.
It had to be a touchdown.
Yep.
So again, probably wouldn't have won the game anyway. But from a throw from the 50 and a throw from the 25 is a whole different deal. Or 20.
Even from the 25, if Dak had to, there's a chance he could have scrambled that because he can run.
Yeah. I mean, he's no Josh Allen. I'm just gonna see how many times I can fit that in today.
He can't break tackles like Josh Allen because he's not 6'5".
No one.
He's not 6'5" and 250.
I guarantee Josh Allen beats Dak in a foot race too.
I don't know about that.
Oh, I do.
I don't.
Josh Allen is fast.
I don't think he's that fast.
And he jukes. He's juked so many Patriots out of their shoes these last two times.
If it was just a dead 100-yard sprint, I'm taking Dak Prescott.
I'm taking
in a pure speed race. Give me Dak.
Nope.
But if I need yards during the actual game, give me Josh Allen.
Give me Josh both. And we're gonna have to see that. We'll have the Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen long throw, and then we'll have the Dak and Josh Allen.
Oh no, Josh Allen has the best.
And then we'll have Lamar Jackson come in.
Josh Allen has the biggest cannon in football. That's not even a question.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes thinks so. He thinks that he could match Josh Allen. There's been talk about it.
He does have.
We need to have
that
Up the Gut sponsored long distance throw.
Just say jump to the moon, and we can probably pay for that to happen.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I think Arizona surprised everyone. No,
on the playoff. Well, they surprised me in the playoffs. I thought they were going to show up a little better.
I just didn't know. I was hoping they would, but the way they've been playing, I mean, they just lost to Seattle. I think since D-Hop went out, it really took the wind out of their sails.
Well, I was hoping JJ coming back would ignite something.
That's what I mean. I said that on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I was really hoping because he did it with Houston more than once.
Yeah,
I think whoever he signs with next year, just one season game and then sit in the playoffs. I don't need you getting hurt. You're too much of a he's just like a wonderful human being, and I don't like seeing him get hurt. Just don't do it, man. Just stay healthy. Just help him, pump him up from the sideline, and then come in the playoffs, come 100% healthy.
Yeah,
not recovering. All right, they went downhill fast. Yeah, it was basically when D-Hop went out, they went down.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I saw a bad word in there. I didn't want Phillip Rivers getting mad. Who taught Dak to hand the ball to his teammate? The ref has to spot the ball. Larry Fitzgerald used to sprint the left. Yes. No, 100%. They were trying to do – you figured they would have had all this planned out. Maybe even gone up to the ref and been like, hey, be ready.
Yeah.
Sprint like your life depends on it, man. But no, they didn't do that.
Chilling. MVP of the weekend is Mama Kelsey.
She did call into the press conference. I think she just said, how exciting is it to throw a touchdown pass like you always dreamt?
Yeah.
I mean, he is, 1 for 4 now, right? One touchdown, 1 interception.
Yep.
I don't know for sure if that's right, but it sounds good.
1 for 1 in the playoffs.
Yeah, he is. Ref had to fight past the lineman. He tried, man.
Was sure he'd hustle harder for Aaron Rodgers in 37 seconds. Because he didn't hand the ball to his center. They gave the ball to the ref like they were supposed to do. Plus, they had a timeout.
Yeah, well, again, that ref, he didn't start running until everybody was starting to line up. And then he's like, oh, man, I messed up. And then it was too late.
Aaron Rodgers is a seasoned vet. He's not going to stand in front of the rest path to get the ball.
Okay, we're all caught up. You ready?
Yep.
Josh Allen would win in a foot race, man. He's a freak athlete for sure. Sorry about the language they curse on the Niner podcast to listen to. Well, we used to curse on this all the time. We had some bad words in
segments.
Do
once in a while.
And it slips out. But whenever Phillip Rivers retired, we thought we'd take a page out of his book. And we just stopped cursing, man. If he can do it for like 16 years.
Really his whole life.
And
I don't think he's ever cursing.
Smashiest of smack talkers in the NFL without cursing, why can't we do it on the show?
Because F is just such a good word.
Oh, yeah. Mama Kelsey did go to the Eagles game and then to the Chiefs game. She went to Tampa, then to Kansas City.
Well, at least she's proud of one of her sons.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think she's proud of both, but one's a center. He has a lot less less
impact on the game.
Yeah,
but
sorry. I got distracted by my phone because that's what I do. So, but ultimately, I thought it was a good weekend of football. I know there was some people not showing up, but you got to have teams that aren't so good to get knocked out, so the good teams can keep going.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the whole point of the wild card team. That's your one shot to beat a team that, on paper, is so much better than you. Except for the 5-4 game, they're supposed to be pretty even.
Oh, so now that we've gone through the review of last week, We've gone through the comments. Keep them coming. If you're watching this archived, comment there too. Matt will say he'll read them, then he won't, but it's cool.
Look, I didn't get the update for some reason on that one from a couple weeks ago.
It's probably because I read it first. And
Oh.
I'm like, I'm not even going to comment on this
Why wouldn't you comment on it?
because I was working.
Wow. You can even just throw in a thanks.
Nope. Because that's your job. I thought you would do it.
Well, because you got
How did I beat you to a comment?
Because I didn't get the alert.
Son of a gun.
It didn't go off.
All right. Well, I guess that means we're going to get into the what?
The not so breaking post-season news.
But it's still a season.
This is Up the Gut Not So Breaking News. News you may have already heard.
All right. We got a couple more firings.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, wait. I'm on the wrong. I do have a couple more firings. Where is that? Seahawks fired defensive coordinator Ken Norton.
Just saw that. Junior.
Ken Norton Jr. Raiders fired GM Mike Mayock a couple days ago.
Again,
I
we
couldn't believe.
both thought that was a good idea.
I mean, I couldn't believe he ever got that job in the first place. But it took him 3 years to get to that point. I think he was a John Gruden guy.
Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe just because they're both TV and the Raiders, they Raiders and Cowboys are the same where they care more about coverage than the actual wins, I think.
Yeah.
As long as they're in the news, they don't care.
A lot
Unfortunately, the Raiders made the news in all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, a lot like that.
Mostly just drunk driving and guns.
Much like the Dallas Cowboys since 1995.
Yeah.
Let's see. If you remember in the Cardinals game, Buda Baker got a nasty injury, but he's
Oh, wait. What happened? How did that go down in this house?
the Buda injury.
Yeah, when we saw that play happen. Do you not remember?
Not top of my head. What?
Okay. He runs. Buda comes in. They hit, and I go, oh, he did.
Yeah. Just so nonchalant too, because he was looking at his phone. He looked up to watch the play, happy like, oh, he did.
It looked like the hit itself didn't look horrible, but the aftermath, he just out.
Yeah, except for that one arm. That one arm was still.
Well, that's because it was here, and then he still had a little momentum coming over, and it's like flop.
Well, no, then the other arm that he landed on was like. Rigorous.
Oh yeah, no, that's even worse because that's knocked out cold.
Yeah,
like you do this, like when you hit the ground, you're out cold.
Yeah, but he's expected to make a full recovery.
Yeah, he's been tweeting and saying, and whoever hit him, was it
Akers?
Akers hit him, and he even said, "Hey, I didn't realize he was hurt when I walked past him. Sorry."
Yeah.
Like they're not out to hurt each other.
I mean, yeah, Cam Akers never seemed like that big of a deal.
Nah, he was just pumped because he got a good run.
Yeah.
They're winning.
Yeah,
But yeah, so he's been tweeting. He's good.
what else we got?
He'll walk.
King Henry is a game time decision for Saturday, so it's not 100% he'll be back.
Well, I hope he is because I just said he'd have a touchdown or 2 touchdowns or something.
I mean,
I
I think
forget what the pick was in the playoff thing, but
it says he'd rush for a touchdown. Well,
Yeah.
have a touchdown.
yeah. So you better come back.
Wow. Baker had not Buda Baker. Baker Mayfield had his surgery,
Okay, that's
and
good.
he's expected to take about 4 to 6 months of recovery.
Well, that's fine. It's football.
Yeah. So that's a pretty serious shoulder surgery then.
Dude, he's been like, I think you said all year he's been held together by duct tape.
Yeah.
That poor dude, and
A lot like
to
Ben Roethlisberger, but he's not retiring.
have him pushing through all of that and doing what he does just to have everybody slam on him.
Not
some
us.
people, no, not us. We invited him here. You're still welcome. Patrick's home could be Baker's home.
I mean, we'll invite everybody.
it could be
here.
at home with Patrick and Baker.
I didn't even let Mike McCarthy be on the show. I might not be super nice to him, but I let him on the show.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be as starstruck with him.
I would tell him every bit how much you hate him.
Yeah, I was about to say hate's not the right word, but I thought about it. I was like, yeah, you're okay.
Yeah, you hate him.
Let's see.
You hate a lot of people though.
Bruce Arians fined $50,000 for hitting Andrew Adams on the helmet during their game.
It was such a bad hit.
It was such a bonehead play.
I forgot about that. Yeah, the dude's pulling his teammates off or pulling other team,
Which is a
off-
penalty.
off the pile of a fumble or whatever. And so old torn
Bruce
ACL
Arians.
Bruce Arians, who's an old man anyway, runs up and goes to hit him in the helmet and like stumbles and glances off the side and tries to look tough while doing it. I think I've made it clear I don't like Bruce Arians anymore. That guy can, he can get fired tomorrow and I'm cool with it. But only person I'd rather see fired is hashtag fire Steve Spagnuolo.
Oh,
But
you and Steve Spagnuolo.
I don't hate him. I just think he sucks at his job. I want everything in life to be good for him outside of football. I just don't think he needs to be a defensive coordinator anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
$50K for that.
good. I think it should have been 100. And 50 for hitting a player, another 50 for doing it so poorly. If you're gonna do it for real. Don't glance off the side of their helmet because you're stumbling, or have an assistant do it and then pay their fine. Come on, Bruce.
What else? Mike McCarthy is still defending that last second quarterback run as saying that that's the best call they had, that they should have did it.
They didn't have a lot of options. They had not been playing well. I understand it. I said that time and time again. He went for something and it didn't work out. It could have worked out, and then he would have looked like a genius. It's just one versus the other end of it. So you know what? Defend it. I'm not faulting you for it. Again, I don't think you would have won even if it had all worked out. I still don't think you're going to get that last pass off, or you would have got it off, but I don't think it was going to be completed. Dak just wasn't on. Your receivers weren't getting open enough. Dwight Schrute wasn't going to catch the ball in the end zone.
His name's not Dwight Schrute.
It is to me. So anyway, I'm okay with that.
And then a couple arrests. Yeah, a couple arrests.
Already?
God,
I hope they're not on teams active.
No.
Okay.
Browns defensive tackle Malik McDowell arrested for public exposure and aggravated battery of officers.
I was okay with it up until then. Like, man, you're blowing off some steam. Whip it out. I'm just kidding.
And aggravated battery of an officer.
No, come on,
assault.
man. You're better than that.
Battery means he succeeded in beating up this cop.
No, that you'll get that if you try.
No, that's assault.
If you try.
Assault is the attempt. Battery is success. That's why there's assault and battery.
Yeah, that's all it would take.
That's
cops
battery.
Are not going to give you any leniency.
That's assault and battery.
It's like, hey, man.
That's assault and battery. You got me.
Look, all he has to do is like, look at it, and that's all it was.
No,
that's horrible. Come on, guys, you're making tons of money, even though McDowell probably is, not making a ton of money, but because I don't even know who he is.
And Jaguars defensive end.
Well, he's on the Jaguars. You stop there. That makes sense.
No, Jaguars will just be getting arrested. Jaguars defensive end Laurenti McCray arrested and charged with eluding police in the chase.
He was drinking.
I don't know if there's alcohol involved, but he was doing like 85 through a 50, and the cops went to pull him over. And apparently, Mr. McCray said no.
Well, that was dumb. Come on, guys. Maybe that's why somebody was saying, who was it? Some player tweeted out, just get an Uber. I forget.
I wonder if he's still talking to Antonio Brown. Probably still stay inside the stadium.
No, Antonio Brown. Hey, we're
still waiting for that ride.
Brown here. Hey, tweet me. I got you. I'll fly down there. I'll pick you up. Or I think Ocho Cinco's down there somewhere. Just call him. Or is he Chad Johnson now? I think he's Chad Johnson now.
He'll always be Ocho Cinco.
Oh, okay.
And that is the news.
This is Up the Gut Not So Breaking News. News you may have already heard.
All right. Well,
don't mind me. I'll be right back.
He'll be right with you. So I'm going to do the next. So we went out of order a little bit. Now we're just going to go ahead and pick the pick them.
We're going to pick them.
It's going to be so easy. We only have 4 games.
Well, I've been feeling like you're smothering me a little bit. Just always right next to me. Anytime a camera's on.
That's how the show works.
Sometimes there's not a camera on you right next to me. I need a buffer.
Well, Chad's not here.
Yeah, I got someone here.
Oh.
Hey, man, what's up?
What's up? What's up, fellas?
Buffering. Real good job, but hey, what's up?
Will you stop this for me?
You can't.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yep. We got you. You got us. We're so good. We're not blowing your ears off.
Nope, you're good.
All right. Well, Tyler, I actually met through the Taste Buds. We talked about them a lot. He's been on the Taste Bud guys a few times. So
a few times.
He had actually texted me and said, "Hey, I want to make some picks with you." And I'm like, "Well, he's a Chiefs fan, so he's probably going to pick wrong, but we can get him on."
Hey, man, I went to the game Sunday, and
you told me.
Steelers fans are actually very polite and respectful. We got to this stadium early because I wanted to see the Lombardi Trophy, and so we actually got in early and went down and I stood right in the middle of them to get some pictures and wait for Ben to come out. I wouldn't have done that at a Raiders game. I think I wouldn't have been caught dead in the middle of Raiders fans, but Steelers fans they were very polite, nice. It was a good environment. It was to see Big Ben's. I think it's safe to say it was his last game. See his last snap was pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it was a cool experience. I hadn't been to a game in 5 years, and I think the last NFL game I went to, Johnny Manziel was still quarterback for the Browns. So,
I watched. Last one I went to was Chiefs Bills in Arrowhead.
Yep.
And it was so long ago that Fitzpatrick was quarterback. So it's been a while.
Yeah, but he's still good.
No, he was at the Bills game. I don't know if everybody's seen it. Just follow our Twitter. I retweeted all of it. He was not only at our game in sub-zero temperatures, he was shirtless at our game in the stands cheering.
Well, I don't know, man. It was a good game, and I ended up scoring tickets last minute. Got a really good deal on them, and I would like to go to the game Sunday, but I can't afford those tickets. So,
well, I had thought about it, but apparently I've had an impromptu divisional playoff party at my house. So,
okay.
I will not be going. But I've got 5 kids, and they've all of a sudden decided to show an interest in football. So, well, Ryan really isn't showing any interest.
He's only a month old.
You have 5 kids, Patrick. Do you know what causes that, by the way?
I don't know. It seems like Jen's personal trainer.
What's the exact opposite of impotence? Hypervirility?
There you go. It's usually cold and boredom. That's what causes it.
Well, we can't go into too much detail because Philip Rivers is watching. So
yes, Philip Rivers has 9 or 10 kids. Yeah. Philip Rivers knows what causes it. He's not dead, but he's somewhere in here. We've got 2 pictures of Philip Rivers in the studio. So, all right. But yeah, this is going to be a good game. Like I said, I'd like to go to it, but with it being, I mean, it's not even supposed to be that cold. I think it's supposed to be in the 30s, maybe in the 40s. Like, it's going to be tolerable.
Yeah.
Well, I think my picks are going to surprise you this week. So I watched all the games last week, and I was 100% spot on with my picks. I picked the home team advantage every game, with the exception of I picked the Niners to beat Dallas. The only game I was up in the air on was the Rams game, but I saw that Arizona didn't bother. It looks like they didn't bother to practice this week, or last week. So
yeah, they I picked Arizona, but knowing that I was probably going to get that one wrong.
Yeah,
and the Dallas San Francisco was probably the next closest tough one, but Dallas had played so good in a couple of games. I thought maybe they'd be able to string it together. I was not right,
dude. They're notorious for choking, man. And I don't know. I'll be honest.
But Cincinnati has that in them too, just like the Chargers do.
Yeah,
they have that ability to play lights out, amazing, and then drop it out of nowhere.
I think we just underestimated what the the Niners defense is going to do this weekend.
I don't think so, because I think as well as they played, that Dallas just almost looked kind of like Arizona. They just weren't clicking, and they weren't
missing anybody.
They got the wind taken out of their sails, and they just stopped trying.
Hell, they were getting everyone back before that game started.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm not saying they were injured. I'm just saying it didn't seem like they were really trying.
I call it the McCarthy effect.
Well, McCarthy won you guys a lot of games.
No, Aaron Rodgers
single-handedly won all those games.
Get the hell out of here.
McCarthy and his genius play calling
was
probably everything. The reason Aaron Rodgers is because of Mike McCarthy and Brett Favre. I'm not going to take anything from him. Those two molded him and made him amazing.
I will stab you on camera. I don't care if I go to prison.
All right. Well, let's get into some picks. We got Tyler here. We got Matt and myself. I haven't seen anybody else commenting, but if you want to throw your picks, I will follow the comments. So let's get into it.
We're starting with Cincinnati and Tennessee with a King Henry who will decide closer to Saturday whether or not he's going to play.
Well, I assume that, this being the biggest game of the year, Derrick Henry's going to play. They're just playing their cards close to their vest, saying,
Yeah.
well, he might not make it because then they got to plan for either or. No, you're going to plan for Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
I'm still picking Cincinnati. I think that they are the better team, but if that Tennessee defense shows up like they have in some games,
Yeah.
I mean, cheat code or not, you may not make it. So I am going to pick Cincinnati, but Dylan picked Cincinnati. Dylan just like flat laid out all his picks for me.
I didn't have room for both of them.
That's okay. We have Dylan. Dylan will keep track. He'll tell us how he did. Actually, Dylan's picking the exact same as me. So just put Patrick/Dylan if you want.
There we go. Just do it like that.
All right. What about you, Matt?
I think I'll actually pick Tennessee because
Matt, you're the only 10 I see.
yeah.
But
no, you can plan for Derrick Henry, but if he's coming out fresh, he's going to be even that much harder to tackle because he's not going to have the wear and tear of the season on him. B, I think it's going to revitalize that offense. They're going to want to play better to make sure he succeeds. So they're going to block harder, be more motivated, and then that will make the defense's job easier.
All right, D Hammer, Tennessee. All right, Tyler, we're on you.
I'm picking. I think Cincinnati has a lot to prove this year. What it's been since 1988. I think since they last played in an AFC Championship game.
Right.
I think they've got a lot to play for. I'm going Cincinnati 28-17.
Ooh, giving scores.
Wow,
and
double-digit win.
Oh, that's a very good possibility. And then Mike Moonshine is picking the same as Dylan.
I don't think Derrick Henry is going to be a big of a threat as everybody thinks. I think he's been out too long, and if he does play, I think he's going to be rusty. And I think Cincinnati's prepared for that. So, I'm sure he's going to. I'd say he'll score a touchdown or two, but I don't think he's going to run all over him.
I don't know with his run style if he can be rusty. He's not really a shifty kind of cutting back and forth kind of runner.
I will never ever count Derrick Henry out of anything because for the past 2 or 3 years, he has done nothing but be short of
just dominate.
Amazing.
As long as his quads.
Again, what's Derrick Henry do other than play on every team? Takes by reference. He runs pinky out, chest out like a gentleman.
As long as those quads and calves are functioning, Derrick Henry's got all he needs to
wow. Man, I'm loving the comment section. We got Moonshine saying that Bengals by 3 in overtime.
I believe
that's not out of the realm of possibility.
But y'all are right. If Tennessee doesn't show up, they can lose big.
Well,
big.
The only thing is Cincinnati's up and downness. They just played a game where they started off solid and then kind of faltered.
Yeah.
You can't do that because Tennessee, once that defense gets rolling, and if Derrick Henry gets rolling, and then A.J. Brown comes open, and if Julio's still alive, we don't know.
If he's still alive.
But once they get clicking, I said a healthy Derrick Henry makes Tennessee the scariest.
Yep.
And the only reason I'm picking Cincinnati is cheat code Chase. I don't want to pick against him right now, but this one is almost as much heart, like because I want the Bengals Bills. One, because our pass defense is better than our run defense.
Yeah.
In most cases. So I'd much rather face cheat code Chase than King Henry. Pinky out.
I hope it's a high scoring game. I hope it's just Derrick Henry versus Jamar Chase all day.
I
hope so.
100-yard run.
Yeah,
100-yard pass.
Just the both of them just basically playing Madden against each other. That's what I want.
But, I don't know what we'll get, but
I want a 54-51.
But we should get it early, right?
Yes, it's the first game on Saturday.
All right, what do we got next?
Then we got Saturday night, San Francisco at Green Bay.
San Francisco at Green Bay. I am picking Green Bay.
It's going to be cold.
Am I the only one picking scores here? You guys aren't picking scores here? Right.
We've never really been a score picker. Chad does it every once in a while. It's just not our thing. We pick winners. If I had to, I'd say Cincinnati 28-24. Cincinnati.
Tennessee 31.
And then Green Bay is going to be 32. San Francisco 32-14, 17, 32-17.
Green Bay 27-24. But I am taking Green Bay in the coldy cold.
But yeah, you're picking Green Bay,
I am
so I'm
picking
picking
Green
San
Bay.
Francisco. I'm just
You
kidding.
pick Green Bay.
You broke that a long time ago. But now Green Bay should have this one. It's not that I dislike San Francisco, but they just played their little hearts out and got like 90% of their team injured.
They did get a lot of people lost
going
in that
up
game.
north in the cold from the Bay. I don't have a lot of hope for them.
That being said, though, if the run game shows up and that pass rush gets to Rodgers early, Green Bay will lose 100%.
Hammer says Niners are built for the cold. San Francisco 31, Green Bay 20.
The Niners really adopted the cold. The Packers were born in it, molded by it. They didn't see the warmth, so they were a man. But no, Devin D. Hammer, he has to pick the Niners. That's a loyalty pick.
Is it Devin?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a loyalty pick. He is Niners gang all the way.
He could be right though. That's the thing.
Oh no, that's what I say. If
we're in the playoffs, anybody's good enough to win right now.
But if Jimmy G's workload can be lowered by a great running game, then.
But I don't feel like you guys have been horrible with the run this year.
No, Elijah Mitchell's
not
really,
as bad.
really good.
Not as bad, but the Niners are the best run blocking team, and that's the key to a good run game.
Yeah, but again, it doesn't matter how good they run. If you guys stop them one or two times and then you get up by 21 points,
we have to beat the blocks. We have to.
Though I have noticed here lately that teams this last week in Super Wildcard teams will be down by 28 points and fourth quarter with 6 minutes left. Let's run the ball.
Yeah.
Let's run. Like the clock doesn't matter. Come on, guys.
Well,
come on.
We know Green Bay won't do that. They don't running the ball when they're in the lead.
No. I mean, they was it the Hammer? Is that what we named old Quadceratops?
Quadceratops? Yeah, Quadzilla.
No, it's Quadceratops. That's better. But didn't we name him the Hammer?
Yes, the Hammer.
That was the nickname for us. Okay.
AJ Dillon.
Did everybody get their picks in except Tyler?
I don't know.
Yeah. What's your pick?
All right, so I think Aaron Rodgers is going to get to Devontae Adams early. Obviously, Aaron Jones is a factor. I'm actually going landslide on this. I'm going Green Bay 42, Niners 14.
Jeepers.
That's not out of the realm of possibility.
I think
not, but
in Lambeau, I will say this: if the Niners can go to Green Bay and beat them in Green Bay, they'll go. They got potential to win the Super Bowl.
If the Niners go to Green Bay and beat Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers is going to do a Antonio Brown and just be like, you know what?
He's going to throw everything off and leave. Now, I will
Aaron,
say,
are you coming back next year? Nope.
If Green Bay starts with the ball, scores a touchdown,
yep,
they get a 3-and-out, they score another touchdown, they get an interception and score a touchdown, that score is more than possible. It's likely.
Yep.
I did hear
something today that they said apparently Jimmy Garoppolo's hand and shoulder are bothering him to the point that he may not even start. So it may be a Trey Lance situation.
I think he'll play.
Well, then they just do the Kaepernick model and they run and then quarterback run and then run and quarterback.
I don't know if Jimmy G has wheels like that. He can scramble if you need him to, but I don't know if he's got those.
The Niners do not.
If Garoppolo doesn't start, that means it's Trey Lance.
I'm honestly
Trey Lance because the run.
I'd say I'm honestly more scared of Trey Lance.
I am
legitimately.
The Niners' future is not in Jimmy Garoppolo. I think he's far too inconsistent.
I think Trey Lance down the realm has the ability to be the guy there. It's just I haven't seen enough yet because he started, didn't play great, got hurt, come back. It just hasn't been enough yet. I still think Justin Fields has more of a chance of being better. We'll just see what the coaching does there.
Well, and Jimmy more opportunities starting in Chicago.
Yeah,
and Jimmy Garoppolo looks too much like Jimmy Garoppolo looks too much like Jeff Gordon too. So it's like a tan Jeff Gordon.
Beautiful Jeff Gordon.
Very beautiful Jeff Gordon. Did Dylan might give us some picks?
Dylan gave us all the picks.
Oh, okay, what did he pick?
He picked the Packers.
Oh, he just said he's picking up your pick?
Him and Mike picked the same. Him and Moonshine picked the same. But they just gave him all at once.
Okay. All right, though. And then Sunday, the early game, the Rams at the Bucks.
All right, I pick first every time, so I'm not going to, but I do have my pick. Which, by the way, we've got Rams for Dylan and Moonshine.
I'll pick first. No way I would bet against Tom Brady. I will say it's going to be a close game. I've got it 27-24 Tampa.
Yeah. I'm also picking Tampa Bay.
What?
Because it's a Tom Brady team.
What? in the playoffs. So that means
In the
they have the
playoffs.
refs. I get that.
Yeah.
by hook or by crook, something is going to happen at the end of this game to give them some last second victory. So the media will just be essing on Tom Brady's D for 6 or 7 whole days, and we got to listen to it.
So I'm shooting back to when a certain Mad Bomber went into the playoffs. A certain bomb throwing majestic son of a gun was in the playoffs, and did he sign a contract that year? No, he said wait till the end of the year. We'll sign a contract then. Why? Because he knew what he was going to do, and I believe he went into New England when everybody said by hook or crook, Tom Brady's coming out on top in these playoffs. And you know what? He ran into one hot off the mill Joe Flacco, and he got shut down, and Flacco took him to the Super Bowl. It may not happen this time.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Was this a Joe Flacco that played with one of the greatest defenses ever assembled, Joe Flacco?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And hold on.
Say Joe Flacco took him.
What are the LA Rams defense right now?
Not the 2000 Ravens defense.
Yeah, they're one of the best to play. They are on fire. They have the best defensive player in the last 20 years and a defensive tackle who has led his team in sacks, 5 years in a row?
Like, since he's got there almost.
Yes. This is what's going to happen. Everybody's going to be on that. It's Tom Brady. It's in Tampa. Well, you're taking a warm weather team and you're putting them on the East Coast. I get that. There's travel, but it's warm again. And you've got this defense and Aaron Donald, who has steadily got more and more pressure and more in Tom Brady's face every time they played. And they were playing better football than whenever they started. And they beat him the first time. So I am going Matt Stafford he's going to double his playoff win total. In 2 straight weeks, he's going to get 2 straight playoff wins.
I don't know. That Tampa Bay offensive line is so much better than Arizona's. So much.
It doesn't matter. Aaron Donald's better than everybody.
I don't know, man. Tom Brady doesn't seem like. I think the older he gets, the better he plays, man. I don't know that.
I think he's ready for a little upset, and all you got to do is spin it throughout his entire career. Rock him once, and he is not the same guy.
He doesn't like wrong. I hope I'm
getting
wrong.
hit. Yeah, he doesn't like getting hit.
Tampa gets the W in a shootout, 38-35 from Devin.
So
I say
so we are split down the middle on this one.
I say LA, the Rams, they win 21-17.
I think Tampa Bay wins 21-17.
I think.
Look at that.
Ooh.
All right. Now to the game of games, the best game on the docket, hands down.
And now the game.
A former Patriots fan and Chiefs fan, Moonshine. Bills Allen is on fire right now.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, he is. Has the highest, I think, QBR in the playoffs in 20 years, almost 20 years.
Yep.
Which would have been even higher had he not thrown a 2-yard touchdown pass. Just saying.
So safe to say you're picking the Chiefs at home.
100%, man. Now, Bills are going to win this one. Why? Because we have the number 1 defense. We have revenge on our minds, and I am going to get Bills cookies for my party.
Nice. You know what? Just to be a contrarian, I'm picking the Chiefs. Just to be different. Also, that gives us 3 different, so we won't end up tying at the end of this week.
We got Bills for Dylan and Bills for Moonshine.
Uh-huh.
All right, Tyler. We got a contrarian over here.
Are you ready for my pick?
I am. Whenever you said I'd be surprised, there's only one pick that would have surprised me.
Unless
this is it.
Unless he picks the Raiders.
30, 35, 31, Bills.
There you go. I'm going to say I'm going to go.
And I'm rooting against my team, but I'll tell you why. Because our offense is not quite the offense that it was in 2019. Our defense has stepped up, but I don't know. Steve Spagnuolo, and I'm honestly, the defense is going to lose us again.
Yeah, Steve Spagnuolo's
hashtag
hashtag fire Spagnuolo.
Our defense will lose us the game. Sorensen's going to get burnt in the secondary, and I mean, I hope I'm wrong, but I'm picking the Bills.
What's the over/under on the amount of people Josh Allen hurdles this game?
I don't know. He's a freak for sure.
This is the one thing I said about this. I've said it on Twitter. I've said it as much as I can say it. nobody feels comfortable about this game.
No.
No Chiefs fan thinks they're going to win. No Bills fan. Like, they may think no one thinks it's just like 100%. We got this. No Bills fan thinks that. No Chiefs fan thinks that. Nobody thinks that this is just an easy pick 'em. What we will see. Really good game, but I wanted this.
Yeah.
I watched Pittsburgh play Kansas City. I didn't root for Pittsburgh, even though I would have given Buffalo a home game. I rooted for Kansas City because I want this game. I want the revenge tour. You beat us twice last year. I want to beat you twice this year.
I'd rather be in the AFC Championship for a rematch, but
that would be great, but it couldn't.
I know.
We both did too good. We did too well.
Yeah.
Anyway, because we're 2-3, so but it's the Ric Flair. To be the man, you got to beat the man. Woo!
It's true.
But I want to beat Kansas City. It doesn't have to be a blowout, but I want it to be a decisive win where we can come out and say we are the best, because one thing there is 100% is a bias against the Buffalo Bills in the NFL. When it comes to media, when it comes to refs, when it comes to everything, they don't get the coverage. They get the hate more than anybody else. And I want to come out and have everybody say, yes, we are better than the Chiefs right now. Now, next year, that could very easily flop because they're two great teams. But I want it this year for them to have nothing but to say the Bills are the best team in the AFC.
And I will say
that if the Chiefs somehow win, you have to give your baby back.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. On the other point is my youngest son, Ryan, named after two of the best Buffalo Bills quarterbacks. Not
Ryan
two the best,
and Ray
but
Allen.
two of them. And Ryan Fitzpatrick and Josh Allen has never in his life seen a Bills loss. So we're gonna keep that going.
Yeah. Nice. So if the Bills lose, he's done.
I don't have to give him back. Okay, let's jump into D Hammer here. Devin says Buffalo ride the magic of Fitzpatrick's test here at the NFC Championship. Buffalo's defense will be suffocating 32-10.
Wow.
I like how you're thinking. It's a very possibility. I just never count out Mahomes.
I'm just picking KC because if KC pulls out some miracle, I want to be the one that called it.
Now, on the plus side, when the Bills win, I am going to light fireworks off because I've had to hear for the last 2 years. Whenever Chiefs win, there's fireworks all over and cheering. Well, now everybody's going to be confused because they're like, we lost. Why are they lighting off fireworks? Why? Because you lost.
All right, Patrick. So let me ask you this: not just because you're obviously a fan. How confident are you that the Bills are going to win the game?
I would say I'm comfortably optimistic. I don't know if that translates to everybody.
Like 60%?
I would say closer to 70.
I would say I'm there.
I think it's pretty solid. Now, obviously, we can fall on our face. We've done it against the Chiefs before. We did it against the Jaguars, but we're fairly healthy. We've got a good game plan. And we literally took the offseason and built a team to play these Chiefs.
Yep.
Everybody we drafted was to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah,
that's how bad it is. We knew we had a good enough team to get in the playoffs. And who's the only one that's really worried us in the playoffs? The only team that's beat us in the playoffs here recently, the Chiefs.
Nope.
So who's the only commentator that hates the Bills that I just heard is not going to be announced?
Yeah, is it Collinsworth hates us?
Yeah, Collinsworth's not going to be announced in the game because I think
we got Romo and Nance.
Yeah,
I do love Tony Romo in the booth.
Tony Romo, I think he should call pretty good, and I think he will. I think he sees
everything.
I think he sees what Josh Allen is. So Josh Allen might actually get a little bit of love. So I think we have Dylan's comment. Let's see what he says. The Bucs O-line struggled without Fierce protecting Brady against the Eagles last week, and even had a couple injuries. That's true.
Miller Dog have a hit it next week. I mean, like I said, I hope I'm wrong. I hope Tom Brady gets turned into some kind of jelly and just gets sacked 85 times.
I said how worried I was about the NFL forcing their Patriots Tampa Bay Super Bowl. I said I needed two teams to do it. I thought one could, one couldn't. I was right. But we knocked the Patriots out of there. So you guys, you're welcome. You don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah, but
I'll just someone knock out Tom Brady. We'll knock out the Chiefs so they can't go to 3 Super Bowls in a row, and then we're all good.
Yeah, but my God, what a money draw that would have been. Brady versus Belichick in the Super Bowl.
That's why they wanted it.
Yeah.
Brady going to the Super Bowl at all is the big money draw at this point. Because everyone else who's not sick of him is like, well, how many can he get? It's like, I don't know how many times he can be on one of the best teams in the NFL.
What are the clickbait media going to talk about when Brady's not there anymore?
Aaron Rodgers.
What if he's not there anymore?
You shut your mouth hole.
Nah, he'll be there.
He'll
be there. But is it going to be Aaron Rodgers? Because he doesn't get quite the love that everybody else gets.
But he gets the coverage.
Because he's he may sit out the Super Bowl.
He's not going to sit the Super Bowl. The whole reason he stayed is he wants to go to the Super Bowl. If they don't go to the Super Bowl, that's what's going to make him leave.
Nothing would throw me greater though than seeing Aaron Rodgers get destroyed. I cannot stand him.
Why?
Well, I mean, I've said it.
Cannot stand him.
What do you do to you?
Other than for number one, his John Wick greasy hair just annoys me. I can't stand.
I don't like hippie Aaron Rodgers either. But
I don't like hair.
I don't know, man. He's just I don't know. I like the
his
same
hippie attitude.
The same can be said for Tom Brady. He's a crybaby, man. I don't know.
Just literally the Chicago Bears no-name linebacker looked at the sideline and got a flag for taunting. Tom Brady went over and kids, cover your ears. Phillip Rivers, cover your ears, eyes, and mouth.
Yeah.
Tom Brady went over to the defensive coordinator on the sideline of whoever they lost to and said the Saints.
Yeah.
Said "fuck you."
Yeah, I saw that.
And he gets nothing. He went to the sideline, right up next to it, in the dude's face, and cursed at him.
Yeah,
and he gets nothing.
That defensive coordinator could smell the 10-year-old on Tom Brady's breath.
Oh man, kissing your dad, kissing your kids.
Or however old his kids
he sits
are
down
now.
to pee, and we all know it. All right. So the one thing we can guarantee is we have good games. The one thing we can guarantee is we'll have good games next week, because no matter who goes forward after this, it will be good. The one thing that we really need is Tom Brady out of the playoffs. So we don't have to hear it anymore. It's all we need. Because I couldn't deal with a Tampa Bay Buffalo Super Bowl. Why? Because I couldn't deal with 2 weeks of hearing about Tom Brady.
If it was weeks that led up to you beating them by 50, I could stomach it.
I couldn't stomach the lead up. I could handle the aftermath. Yeah. Because I would be able to fall asleep with a smile on my face every night because he would retire after that.
So here's why that I would be okay with the Chiefs' loss. I mean, obviously I would be upset, but if the Chiefs lose, that means we are guaranteed an AFC team that has never won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
We can't have that in the NFC. All these teams have won at least one.
But we need the AFC to win, though.
True.
And so really,
and honestly, if Green Bay doesn't
Green
go,
Bay is the only one.
Then I'm rooting for whoever goes in the AFC.
I think whoever's in the AFC from these teams left can beat San Francisco, could beat Tampa Bay.
Yep.
Green Bay is the only one that scares me in LA with that defense, but I think that
I wish Aaron Rodgers would have gotten to play against the Chiefs when we did, because that's when the Chiefs were struggling. We could have blown them out. We could have blown them out to Kansas.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, Kansas City is in Missouri.
Well, the Chiefs are in Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City, Missouri is where the Chiefs are located.
But if Aaron Rodgers would have got to play, we'd have blown them out so bad they'd have moved to Kansas City, Kansas.
That's horrible. I've been to Kansas City, Kansas. This is not no one. People in Kansas City, Kansas don't want to be in Kansas City, Kansas. They're just copycats. Yeah, no,
the Chiefs got lucky. They got to play Jordan Love.
They still barely pulled it off.
So what?
They still barely pulled it off.
Well, we did it, guys.
We made it through picking the divisional round.
We picked them.
Yeah.
We're going to pick them!
All right. Well, guys, that's it. That's the show. We're done.
We're not
done. No.
We got one more thing.
Oh, what do we got to do?
It's time for the most negative segment of the show.
Oh.
Flippin'. Dadgummit!
You said do you Tyler, do you have someone you're mad at this week as far as football goes?
Do you have a football related someone you'd like to flip and flip? I already know who he's going to flip and flip, and I don't like it, but I'm not going to interrupt him.
Who, me?
Yes.
You don't know what I'm doing.
I have a feeling.
You have no idea.
Well, maybe I'm wrong.
You think I'm mad at somebody?
No, him.
No, we're asking you if you are.
Are you? Do you have anybody you want to flip and flip?
I don't think so.
Just all happy in the football world.
You got
to watch Big Ben retire. You got to watch the Chiefs retire.
You got to make Big Ben.
You got to pay $19 for a beer. You're probably living in like stratosphere.
Yeah, it's I guess here's the thing I guess that irritates me. It's the fact that they had Big Ben didn't get the respect he deserved in a lot of aspects because of all of his issues that he had with women outside of football.
His extracurriculars.
Here's the thing
Sean
though.
Watson's.
I don't know when you are a football player of that magnitude and you make that money. I really think that there are people that take advantage of that. I know that none of the stuff was there. They didn't have enough evidence to charge him. But I guess what I'm mad about is the fact that people tend to take what somebody does in their personal life totally away from what they do on the football field. If you wanted to look at Roethlisberger's career, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer when you look at his football career. That's just
T.O., but
that aside. I don't know. Obviously you respect someone as a human being, but I think Big Ben, I think his send off was shadowed a little bit by his personal choices or by the issues that he had when it should have nothing to do with how he played the game of football.
Now,
So
they did the same thing to T.O. They wouldn't let him in first ballot, and they legit said it's because of how he was as a person. Because he was a diva.
I don't think
there's a guy not going to vote for Aaron Rodgers for MVP because he didn't like how Aaron Rodgers was.
See, I don't think that should
be able to separate.
Yeah, I don't think that has anything to do with how they play the game.
So, all you people judging somebody's NFL career based off of what they did in their personal life, Deshaun Watson,
Flippin' dadgummit!
Well, mine is on you, Kansas City Chiefs. Fireworks people.
They ran out.
Yeah, they run out, and then they put the sign up on the billboard. And it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. We scored so many touchdowns. We're so good. That's why we ran out of fireworks. It's not because we're just lighting off fireworks all willy-nilly when Tyreek Hill doesn't get in and does backflips. We're like, boom, boom, fireworks. You messed up. You're the one that was lighting up fireworks when touchdowns didn't happen. You didn't run out because you're so good. You run out because you're unprepared and you light them off all willy-nilly. So, Arrowhead, Yeehaw people lighting off fireworks all willy-nilly.
Flippin' dadgummit!
Hey, look. To be fair, it's still the preseason for the firework people.
No, I sure hope not. I think Kansas City scored enough touchdowns. You guys probably have an idea that they could score 42 points. Golly.
Yeah. So real quick, you said you think you know who am I flipping?
Nope.
Who am I flipping?
I'm gonna write to the. I'm gonna chat it to the people.
You
don't look. Don't look.
I'm not.
You're probably pissed off Aaron Rodgers' hair.
No, because honestly, that hair helped him play better this year, I think.
Okay. The people know in the chat.
Here's the thing. It's a trick question. I don't have a flip. I have the opposite. I'm happy.
Okay. It's still what I said, guys. He may not be flipping flip, but it's still what I said.
Well, hold on. I can't see it because I'm. Oh, hold on. I gotta.
I can tell you afterwards. It's in the chat.
Okay. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm happy at the Cowboys management, the owners. I'm happy about the owners and the everybody who's in charge of the hirings and the firings. Because the Stephen Jones, I believe his name is one of Jerry's kids or relatives or something. But the vice president said that they are very confident that Mike McCarthy will be the head coach next year, and that makes me so happy.
Yeah, can we change hashtag Fire Steve Spagnuolo to hashtag Fire Mike McCarthy?
No. I hope Dallas signs him for another 10 years. Are you kidding me?
He's amazing. He's the reason
such
Aaron
a
Rodgers
perfect
is successful.
fit for the Dallas Cowboys. He is everything the Dallas Cowboys deserve.
Okay, guys, what did I comment? Dallas Cowboys related or Mike McCarthy? It was both.
But it's not a flip and flip.
I win.
No, you lose because I didn't.
No, 100%. Whenever you said it's not a flip and flip, I said what I said still holds true.
Nope.
Because it's a sarcastic flip and flip.
It's not.
Because you don't like him and you want him to fail and you think as long as he's in Dallas he's going to fail.
Yes.
You are reverse flip and flip, and for that, Mike McCarthy sends back.
Flippin' dadgummit!
No, honestly, Mike McCarthy would send back. So, you really think I won that Super Bowl in Green Bay?
100%. He was the only reason Green Bay was successful for a long time.
I will shit in your mouth.
Philip Rivers is watching.
I don't care. He can watch. I'll let him watch.
You should care.
Him and all his kids.
All right. Well,
Here's the thing. Mike McCarthy at one point was one of the best offensive minds in football, and then something happened. I don't know what. His mind just deteriorated because you saw those. He got so bad. We fired him mid-season.
you guys just got so used to his ultimate success when he floundered a little bit and only won
Floundered.
10 games. You guys are like, no,
He had,
Mike McCarthy's got to go.
he had a running back averaging 6 yards a carry and only gave him 10 carries a game because he'd rather put the entire game on the shoulders of a one-legged Aaron Rodgers. No. At one point, he was good. He won a Super Bowl. He got a street named after him in Green Bay, and good for him. But at some point, he had a stroke or something. I don't know. All his genius went out the window, and that's why we cut him. But no, now he's where he belongs. He's the second coming of Jason Garrett. He's a little better. He'll be Mr. 10-7 for the all of their days. Mr. Wildcard.
So,
well, apparently
next year, Cowboys bulk up. Cowboys beat and knock Green Bay out of the playoffs. And it's all because somehow, some way, Mike McCarthy's going to see this video. I may tweet it to him. I don't know.
I hope he does. Here's the face. Lane, bar your ball cap real quick. Pretend this has a Cowboys logo.
Whoa, I'm going to blind the camera.
I said pretend. Pretend this has a Cowboys logo. And I hope Mike McCarthy sees this video. Here will be his reaction. And then he has to have his assistant coach come tap him on the shoulder and go, dude, get mad. Get mad. Oh, yeah. I'm angry.
What's wrong with the guy being even keel?
He's not even keel. He's fucking
You
dumb.
know what I'd rather have is an even keel
Yeah,
guy
but
than a
even
guy
keel.
that
He's
pretends
dumb as
to
a
be-
stump.
A guy
Yeah.
that pretends to be even keeled and gets mad about everything.
But
He's not even keel. He's just brain dead.
here's a scenario for next year, though, because obviously Dan Quinn changed his mind because he said that he was not going to take a head coach interview because he was happy where he was at. Well, now, after the incredible performance they had against the Niners, he's now taking a head coach interview. So what if either Kellen Moore or Dan Quinn were the head coach of the Packers next year and they knock Mike McCarthy out of the playoffs? About
Well, that won't happen because they like that. What's his name?
LaFleur.
Matt,
LaFleur. They like him. I've never
LaFleur.
liked him.
I got no problems with him. I don't know much about him. He's just
I do.
there, and we
He's
win
not.
13 games a season.
Yeah, because you have Aaron Rodgers. You're going to win 13 games a season with Aaron Rodgers. That dude cannot make any adjustments whatsoever. So
No.
that makes me think he can't coach whatsoever. And he's just riding the golden arm of a seasoned vet who's probably the best quarterback for the last 7-8 years at least, if not more.
Yeah,
Come on now.
maybe, but as long as
got that because
as
you
long
guys
as he can keep writing that, they're not going to fire him.
100%. Mike McCarthy could have done everything LaFleur's done up to this point.
Really, because he had a shot to, and he didn't.
He was.
He was not.
What's his win-loss record with Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers?
Overall this year's good, but over the last 2 years, not as good.
Yeah, he would have done the same thing. They had built the team back up. You still had Aaron Rodgers. They would have been fine.
No, because
they
you know
still would have lost every single NFC championship game. It's what you guys do.
No, because you know how often we saw A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones run the ball this year? We wouldn't have seen that if Mike McCarthy was still up there. Because he'd have been like,
still throw a lot.
Not as much as we used to.
Because
Because we'd let our running backs get to we'd have 60 yards rushing, then he'd go, we'll throw it every play now.
Well, maybe.
And then he comes back this year, or not this year, he comes back last year, whenever Dallas hired him. And it's like, I took all this time studying analytics, but he still wants to run a quarterback sneak with 14 seconds and no timeouts, where analytics tells you that is not the call.
I'm going to let you answer this one.
Hmm.
We're going to get off the Mike McCarthy stuff because for some odd reason you just want to just like slobber all over him. But we're going to go to the question.
I want to light him on fire. No, I want to stay in Dallas.
Moonshine wants to know, will this be the last year Rodgers is in Green Bay?
If we win the Super Bowl, no. If we lose in the playoffs before the Super Bowl, yes.
I just can't take another year, though, of where's Aaron Rodgers.
Which one
I can't.
Huh?
What if you lose in the Super Bowl?
Then he might stick around because then he knows we can at least get there and have that shot.
So which one is it? Do you guys win the Super Bowl this year?
There's no reason we shouldn't.
No, I want you to call it right now. Do you win?
Nope.
Okay. Who wins?
Tampa Bay.
Okay. That he actually is consistent. He said that at the beginning of the year.
I
He
said
thought
that
for some odd
I
reason,
said that within hours of the last Super Bowl.
That's true. I think Tampa Bay's out this week. I think it's a Buffalo Green Bay Super Bowl. I think Buffalo wins it, not because of anything else except for we have the defense and we have the offense, and I think that's enough. And their special teams will give us at least one.
Oh yeah, our special teams. I forgot they could cock it up.
But so I think this will not be Rodgers last year in Green Bay. I think he'll do one more because they did so well this year. He's going to win his second
Here's the
MVP, back-to-back MVPs. He's going to be like, you know what? We kind of mended some bridges, and then next year it's going to be. It won't be a train wreck, but it'll be a train wreck compared to this year.
I would say this: if we get rid of Jordan Love in the offseason, but then we draft another quarterback in the first round, he'll quit right then.
But
he'll just get on social media and just rip up his contract.
That's my guess. I think that this year was like it's almost like it's not the honeymoon, but it's like the renewal of vows. Like they were a little bit rough. They're like, listen, let's come together. Let's renew
this
our
year
vows.
was 100% reconciliation.
And they're just like, okay, everything's good. And they had a good year and they get to the playoffs. And then next year it's going to be kind of a little resentment. Like maybe we shouldn't have done that. Maybe we should have just went and saw the lawyer and got a divorce. And then he may even get traded.
I would say this: if we go to the NFC Championship game and lose, and he knows it wasn't because of something he did, Lambeau might actually be on fire by the end of that night.
All right, well, Tyler, sorry for you having to watch this couple squabble. We appreciate you coming on the show.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much.
Good luck to your team. I hope you lose.
I only hope you win so I can be the one guy that got it right. That's the only reason.
Oh, listen, half our audience is picking the Chiefs.
No, I guess I'm the only one to pick the Chiefs.
I'm talking about the other audience.
Oh, the ones that didn't pick.
Yeah, and
the ones that are our friends that may watch a little bit of it, but not all of it.
Right.
Chiefs fans, they're all picking the Chiefs.
All right. Last question, Patrick, and then I got to go. What? First of all, our taste bud friends are no longer our friends because they were not in here in this conversation. And
well, that's not all their fault because they probably have notifications on, but they don't pay attention. And I usually text them.
I mean, they're
but
probably
I come
drinking.
in so late that I didn't text Chris.
So my last question is, what are you going to be drinking for the game next week?
Well, it will be bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which bourbon during the. Well, actually, hold on. I know exactly which bourbon.
So, is there not a Buffalo bourbon?
100%. It'll be out of my. I don't know. The camera may not show. Yep, Buffalo Bills decanter. It has Duke bourbon in it.
Okay.
And I've drank this every game since we've been on our win streak. Well, since Christmas, since I got it. I've drank that every game during the game. So I will drink that during. And then after, I will have Weller's Antique 107 as a celebration if we win. And if we lose, it'll probably be Evan Williams getting just sloshed.
Well, best of luck to you guys. Thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah,
it's good seeing you, man. Good luck and party safe.
All right. Go Chiefs.
All right, now that he's gone, man, that's just the worst thing to say when you get off. It's go Bills.
That's
always go Bills.
It's go Pack Go, but that's a totally different conference.
You guys are just I don't even know what to do with you guys. Okay, we got another comment. Let's see what it says. Ooh, it's Eric. Yeah, but what you know about those Kansas City Chiefs, my guy? Well, I said it. It is going to be the game of the week. If anybody else says otherwise, they're just lying to you. No one's comfortable about the outcome of this game because the Chiefs are one of the best teams in the NFL. The Bills are one of the best teams in the NFL. Both of them are playing their best football of the season. And what are you going to do?
Yeah, no, the Chiefs finally got turned around because the first half of this season, I didn't think they were going to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, they were having a rough go, but they figured it out. I mean, when you got Kelsey, Hill, Mahomes, whoever's running the ball for whatever, they got McKinnon, Robinson, Hardman.
It was Clyde Edwards-Helaire for most of it. I don't know.
No, I know he's injured now. They got a Williams running, and then they also have a Gore running. No, not Frank. He's fighting now. Weird, but
really,
yeah. Anyway, so then you defense with your Chris Jones and
Honey Badger,
and Clark. You know, you guys, you're doing something in there. Bolton, I think is the
Missouri
rookie.
Yep,
playing great ball. But then you got Buffalo, who's got equally dangerous weapons, which we are out Trey White, but we have Josh Allen with Stephon Diggs and Emmanuel Sanders and Cole Beasley and Gabe Davis, who just apparently catches touchdowns only. You got little dirty Isaiah McKenzie rocking it. Our offensive line has been solid. You got Devin Singletary, who's been the primary runner, who is third since the playoffs in rushing yards. Josh Allen's fifth or sixth.
Yeah.
But run game solid. Then you got defensively, you got Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde being the best safety duo in the league. Tremaine Edmonds being solid. You got Greg Russo, Harrison Phillips, You got Jerry Hughes, who always gets pressure. So you got probably what could be 2 Super Bowl teams, which is both in the AFC. So this could be the Super Bowl. If Green Bay loses within the next 2 games, this is going to be the best game of the playoffs.
If Green Bay loses the next 2 games, Patrick might be doing this show by himself till next season.
I'm just saying.
Or till the spring when the USFL starts.
There you go. But this very well could be the best game of all year. So am I confident? I'm comfortably optimistic, not confident. I feel good about Buffalo's chances with number 1 defense and a great offense that's rolling, but I never count out Kansas City. So,
yeah.
But I think it will be the game of the season. Okay. We went long, but I poured heavy tonight. I had a long work day, so I appreciate you guys letting me do this. I always, no matter how tired I am going into this, how worn down, it's always lifts me up. 1, I get to yell at him. 2, it's just a good time talking football.
Yeah.
We're in the playoffs, guys. This is the rundown.
Round.
We're so close to having a finale. And although the Pro Bowl's retarded and no one in it, like how many quarterbacks that made the Pro Bowl are still in the playoffs? Rodgers,
Mahomes,
Brady, Mahomes. That's it. Murray's out. Herbert's out.
Herbert never got in.
Herbert Jackson never got in. So yeah, half the quarterbacks are already gone.
But here's the important one: just forget the Pro Bowl. You need to see who. I have to go online and see who the All Pro team is, because I bet Josh Allen's in there.
He's not first team. He might be second team. I haven't looked. I haven't even heard. I figured if he was, I would have heard about it. So there's a chance. Most likely, it's probably Brady. In the way they love him, and they slobber all over him. It's probably not even. I know that Micah made second team All Pro, and I know Jordan made first team All Pro.
Rodgers made the first team All Pro quarterback.
And so Devontae.
And then Russell Douglas got second team.
Thanks, Moonshine. Thanks for hanging out the whole time, man.
Yeah.
And thanks for the comments. We appreciate it, guys. I don't think you realize how much we enjoy interacting. We did that.
I mean, I hope you can see it.
We did that Drunken Saturday show just for fun, and it was literally an hour of just
about
BSing with you guys. So
yeah.
If you guys like that, comment about it. Comment now. Comment archived. Go in another video and comment, and we'll do another Saturday show. I don't care. We got Saturday football.
We do.
I'll do a Saturday show.
Saturday show after the Bills? Or no, after the Packers?
After the Packers, yeah. Which, depending on how it works out, could be one or both of us.
For the entertainment value, if the Packers lose, you definitely want me on camera because people like to see me suffer.
Which one's Trent, Devin? Because I know Debo. But Trent who?
Trent Williams.
I don't know. But Debo should have been all pro.
Yeah.
Debo was about the only reason you guys were winning games. Like that dude, he needs to have a double salary. Like he needs to have 2 different contracts, one for his running back and one for his receiver. And he should start throwing the ball too. And he just like, but
Debo needs to pitch the ball to himself and then off the pitch, do a trick play and throw the ball to himself 50 yards down the field.
Yeah, I like it. I think I can go with that. Trent Williams, is that offensive line?
Yes.
Okay. I know some Niners, but I don't know them like I know the Bills. And apparently the Chiefs either. So, all right. Well, guys, again, thank you so much. Comment. If you don't get it in before we end this, go ahead and throw it. Just rewatch the video briefly. Just comment, say Saturday show or hashtag Fire Spags. Either way, we'll do a Saturday show. Chiefs fans, good luck. I hope that this is a rivalry that is not it's a fun rivalry.
It's gonna be a long one.
It should go on forever for a long time, but I hope it's not like hatred. I want it to be a fun, respectful rivalry where we respect each other because we're both great teams. I know we are.
I don't think it'll be a hatred because you're not in the same division.
But yeah, but we're going to play each other all the time.
Yeah, if you guys keep winning your divisions, you'll play each other every year, but I don't think it would be hatred.
Okay, we got more comments, but I'd watch Matt Hulk out if the Packers break tradition and lose the division instead of the championship.
Oh my God, I'd be so mad.
Yeah, no, I would. I don't know that I would have to back the camera up and we'd have to like COVID space so I didn't accidentally get hit. But so that's one for a Saturday show. And then first team All Pro, both Debo will get paid over $20 million a year for sure, and he deserves it. He is your guys' offense.
Basically.
All right, like if you haven't liked the show, this video, there's a thumbs up somewhere. Comment if you watch this archive. If you guys go back and watch another one.
Wait! You're throwing too much out. How easy is it to subscribe?
You can do that to me too. I'm already geared up to leave, but it's this easy.
And that video is even in slow motion. The process is so much faster.
We had to make sure everybody saw everything.
Yeah.
Some people don't view it the same rate.
And see, look, you're still geared to go. It didn't stop you. It didn't stop your momentum.
It was
Not even a little bit.
Anyway, comment, subscribe, tell someone about it. Again, we give some information
Give us
here.
a
We
hug.
write all the time. No.
No one's right 100% of the time. Not even the professionals that get paid.
But 100%, we are not clickbait media.
That's right. We're real.
We tell you what we think, when we think it, how we think it. We're not just going to say, oh my gosh, this person needs to be fired. No, listen, I was hashtag fire Spags from the get-go.
Dude, Tom Brady's the GOAT.
Yeah, well, Tom Brady's 92 years old, but he still plays. Shut up. He's losing this week because Aaron Donald's better. All right. Matt, guys, thanks, Matt.
Hit him with it.
Pat wants to respect the Chiefs. I hope we respect the F out the Packers this weekend and respect them to death. Yes.
Yeah, it's always about respect. At the end of the day,
it's all about the respecting them and to the ground as you bury them with points. I mean, yeah.
You picked the Packers.
I know I did. I'm okay with it. No, I still want the up to gut bowl. 100%. That is my goal.
We should have had it last year.
Should have.
Got screwed.
Both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Matt, send us out the only way I know how.
You guys know what to do. See, I want to calm now because it's the end of the road. I forgot the rest of that song. But anyway, you guys know what to do. We want the channel to grow. We wanted to get to a point where this isn't just a hobby. This is our real job. But that can't happen unless we get more viewers, more subscribers, so YouTube can get a look at us and go, maybe we should give them money.
Hey, once we get up for 1,000, then the algorithm will help us out.
Exactly. So, if you haven't told anybody, if you're just now joining us, realize those guys are pretty good, then tell your friends, tell your coworkers, tell your family. But if you're socially inept, if you don't like talking to a lot of people, if you just don't have the time to talk to more than one person a day, then at the very least, from the bottom of both of our hearts, tell your moms about it. Hold on, give me your hat again real quick. I got to do the Mike McCarthy impression. Okay, so here's the thing. I took a look at the tape and I saw what we did wrong. I think the next time, instead of making Dak run all the way down the field in that situation and the ref having to run down there and possibly hitting our guys, next time we'll just kneel so we're already there so the ref can get there and touch the ball, and then we can clock it with playing time left. What do you think?
I think you need to stop hating McCarthy so much. Where did he touch you?
You don't even want to know.
He touched you in your feelings.